Alright, so I'm going to go over composite volume just with this example, and then you are going to go ahead and kind of prove your mastery on this, okay? So we're going to be looking at this together on this video, and then you're going to move on independently. Okay, so composite volume is the same as regular volume, just like composite area or compound. They call it compound sometimes, or composite, just meaning that there's more than one. So when I go to find the volume using the formula, length times width times height, I see, well, wait a minute, how am I supposed to find the height? This one's 7, this one's 2, it's different. So what I can do is I can break it into parts. So I am going to find, and there's not necessarily a right or a wrong place to break it, but you need to be able to find the length, the width, and the height of each one. So I'm going to have to find the length, the width, and the height of this, and the length, the width, and the height of this. Okay? So, let's see. And that can be tricky. If I want to find the length of this, okay, how long it is, I'm going to say it's 4. Okay, that one wasn't so bad. The width, how fat or wide it is 2. Okay, not so bad. And now the height. This is tricky because I have 2 different measurements here. But look, I am only going from here to here. So the height here is 5. And now I multiply length times width times height. Length times width gets me 8. And then the rest, 8 times 5, so 8 times the height. 8 times 5 gets me 40. Now, not just 40. A lot of you write that. It's not just 40. It's 40 centimeters cubed. Or another way to write it is 40 cubic centimeters. Okay, so please make sure that that is the volume of part 1. It's kind of like a partial volume. Now this one, the length, how long is it? That's 4, that's 4, that's 4. It's still 4. The width, how fat is it? Now this one was 2. This one, I see 4 and 6. Guys, I'm going all the way to the back. I need to count everything. So it's 6. And the height, how high up? This box here. So remember, if I highlight this, I'm kind of finding this whole box. Okay? So I have to go, the height of this box is 2. So now I've got length times width times height. So 4 times 6 times 2. So 4 times 6 is 24, and 24 times 2 is 48. Not just 48. 48 centimeters cubed, or another way to write it is 48 cubic centimeters. And now I've got the volume of 1 and 2, and now combined. Remember, it's compound or composite. It's really just combining volumes. Okay, so to combine them, 40 plus 40 is 80 plus the 8. So I have a combined of 88 centimeters cubed. Okay, so now you are moving on to this to show mastery. Now mastery doesn't mean that you just get one right. It doesn't mean that you say, oops, I rushed it, so I didn't get it. You have 3 problems, and you need to get them right in order to move on. Alright? So take your time, use the skills we talked about, okay, and be careful with your work.